Hello guys, it's Crimex here, and in today's video I will be showing you how to do a 1.16 cactus farm. This farm can produce quite a lot of cactus for you. By the way, all this what I have built around it, it's just for decoration. I will show you how to do that in the build. However, if you don't want to have it in the build included, it is not necessary. And anyways, before we start into the build, I just want to mention that this farm would produce you probably about a full row of inventory space or a full row of a chest space, so basically 9 stacks in like a couple of hours, which I mean is like 2 or 3 hours. On the start, this farm may be a tiny bit slower than usual, but it is going to start getting faster as you know the more longer you have the farm. So anyways, let's get right into the tutorial. So just before we start, and I'll be showing you how to build this, basically what happens here is your cactus grows and then this glass pane basically says, oh well, this cactus can't be beside a block. So then it pops off. See, just perfect example how I did it right there. And then it goes into your chest, which is simply just right here. That was actually a really perfect example. So yeah, thank you Cactus for that. And yeah, I guess we could probably get started right into the build. And just before we do, I want to mention these are the things you will probably need. As you can see right here, you will need a few fruit hoppers, a few chests, and all this. If you want, you can take a screenshot and you can grab it all if you want. Anyways, if I do, you know, in case not have anything in here that is a part of the build, just it's not going to be a hard time getting this. So excuse me if I did forget anything, but yeah. Anyways, let's get right into the build. So what you want to do first of all is get your starting block, and first of all your length of your build, so this front part as you can see just simply right here is going to be 20. So just make sure you have a 20 long line across here. So once you have this line, we are going to go from this line and where you want a 17 line across here. So this is what you should have. Then you connect this side and this side, just simply like this. And then what you want to do is you want to fill in your center part here. So after we have this finished, we want to actually extend all around to have a 1 block upwards. And this is what I mean. So you have, you know, your intersection, which is the 20 by 17, and then you just have a wall, or that two tall wall just simply all around it. So after we have all this finished, the next thing what you want to do is you want to actually create a 2 block kind of interface just simply like here. Now this is very important what you do, because over here, so this is basically the center. As you can see, it is perfectly in the center, it's centered. And if you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then your 8 block, or after the 8 block, you just simply punch out these blocks or whatever you have there, and you create this kind of channel. So what you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 should be right over here. So if you punch out these three and these three, and then have a chest lying over here, and then having your sorry, so this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 if you have your hoppers like right here, and you fill in these. This should be perfectly your water flow where it can flow inside. The only exception, however, is that you are going to have to actually break out these blocks, which are right here. So, and I just put this whole platform down just one more layer. So if we place our water sources here, they wouldn't interact with the ones that we place on the side. So you want to just punch out these as well, and you want to fill in all of this space as well, just simply like this. After you do have this finished, then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 over here, and then this should be your 2 blocks downwards. So just dig this entire section 2 block downwards. So after we've done this, it should be 8 long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me check that once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. what you can do is just actually break these chests, and this is your 8 long drop here. And then you can obviously fill in these parts as well around here. So let me just do that real quick. So you should basically end up with this. Then what you can do is you can get your water bucket and you can just simply place them in like here. So all these should be sources and they should flow right in here. And then also you can continue this on the other side, also simply like this. And then you have your 2 buckets here, they should go to the end, and your 2 buckets here, and they should all go to the end. Then what you will need is you are going to need a chest. And in fact, if you want to actually handle the chest a bit better, or it can basically make it a bit more how I would call it, accessible, you can actually do this what I'm doing right now, which actually I'm not doing it really well because I'm not shifting. Anyways, so this, whatever grows here should drop into your system just simply like this. So this is pretty much your collection system all done. Now, for the next thing, you are going to want to do the exact same thing what I do on this side as well. So, the episode won't be too long and you wouldn't basically it would not be that much of a struggle if you understand what I mean. So, you go from this side over here, there should be 1 block intersection just simply like there, and then you basically you do the same for every single part here. So just leave a 1 block space, and then you just simply do this until you reach the end. And now you obviously continue this on the other side as well. So you start from here and then you go like this, and you go on and on. So after we have all this, we need to extend all of these up by 1, so you can also do that. So just simply like this. And after you have this, what you want to do is you want to actually move all these bottom ones you have placed in, so all both sides. So let me just do that. So what you should end up with is this. Then you actually want to grab out your sand and you want to place it in on top of each and every one of these blocks. So just simply like this. So after you are finished that, you want to get a glass pane and then put it up 1, 2 blocks just simply like this. Then you want to extend this over here and then extend this over here. So after you have that, you break the middle one and then you place 1 here and 1 here. You break these 2. I know it's a bit of a complicated process, but that's what you do. And hopefully, if you get lined up perfectly, you should be able to place in these glass planes just simply like this across your whole length. So you want to do also for this side and also for over here as well. So after we have this done, what you want to do is you actually want to place in your cactuses on top of these. So you just simply place them all and everywhere. So after we have this done, what you want to do is you actually want to place in a sand like this. So if you look at top of it, there should be 4 adjacent cactuses just sticking out like that. And you want to do this across the whole length just simply like this. And also you want to do it on this side as well. So you continue this like there, 1, 2, and the final one right here. You also do this on the other side as well. So after you have placed in your sand on each top of each glass plane layer, you want to put in your cactuses on top of each of these sand layers you just put in as well. So after you have this done, you will actually trigger these cactuses, but doesn't matter. You want to place in your glass pane just simply like this. Also, you can actually do this for the bottom part as well. And you want to fill in your cactuses back in. And then what you want to do is you just want to extend this glass pane layer as far as you can possibly go. And then obviously you can do this on the other side as well. So just remove this and this should pretty much trigger it all. So just do this side and you're nearly done. So this is pretty much nearly your farm finished. The only thing, if you want to do this, is actually will be necessary to do, but you want to basically put up your lime stained glass up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks, so it'll align with this over here. And then you want to do this along the whole outside perimeter of this cactus farm on top of this lime concrete. So after you basically have this in, that's the last block, and you basically have, this is basically your farm finished. Just obviously we will want to do some decoration around it and stuff. So if you do want to have all this included, just still tune in. And the next thing we want to actually do is we want to place in glass panes above these hoppers, just like this. And that will basically, what's that going to do? It's going to make sure that whatever lands here would actually get collected by the hopper, so it aligns it. And obviously we want to have a little bit of more structure into this. We don't just want to have a a round box. So this pretty much simplifies your thing, and that's, by the way, just one already in there. But as I said, your farm will be slow from the start, but it is going to actually start producing quite a while. And I do know this because I had a survival world. I built this in and I was always in the place, and it had produced a lot. So by the way, a lot, like at least 2 double chests, so you will have a lot, and trust me by that. So anyways, the next thing what you want to do, if you do want to have kind of a temporary or maybe permanent system where you can like access or maybe have a look on your cactuses, you can just simply create a nice like kind of pathway over here. The next thing what you want to get is to access your top. So you can possibly do ladders as well, but since we are in 1.16, it would be nice to kind of use these to our full potential. So we want to actually have 2 blocks above here so they just won't grow, and so if you climb up here you can fit in. And then next thing what you want to do is you actually want to encase these, and then you want to pull this 4 long platform out the whole way down there. So after we have this done, what we can do is we can actually place in some lanterns, just simply like this. This will add a bit more color to your build and also a bit more texture. Also, obviously lighting. Nothing actually will spawn on glass if you don't have these, but I would recommend that you do, because it's a nice thing to have. It wouldn't be dark and stuff. So yes, I do recommend you do put that in. So the next thing, you don't have to necessarily do this, but just in case, you want, maybe you're up here and then a phantom hits you into it and you don't want to break some of your stuff. So I do recommend maybe putting in leaves across the whole top of this place, and obviously not like this because I am kind of dumb. But yes, you will want to maybe put in some form of in enclosure or something like that. So these cactuses will have light passing through them, so you don't want to really have a solid block above, but I would recommend you do put this in on both sides. So after we have all this done, maybe just so you can have a bit of a nice design, you can put it in all on top of here, just simply like this. And this is basically your top section done. Nothing is going to spawn here, and if you have an elytra you can just simply take off. Anyways, if you come down here, this is a tiny bit more darker, so we are actually going to actually maybe extend this platform, so over here and over here. So if you want, you can elongate this by 2 blocks the whole way there and over there. So maybe what we can do is kind of maybe put in some chains here. Once again, doesn't have to be chains, but basically what you want to do is you could replicate the bottom part of this as well. And then obviously you want to put in your lanterns here. Also, if you don't know how to put in lanterns just simply like this, you probably do know, but just go right under and basically just fill in these chains. So this is basically your farm finished. I don't want to go into too much detail about all these things. So what if you want to do it, you can possibly also, you will actually need an access point over here to get to the top, which I kind of forgot. But yeah, if you want, you can also do these on 2 sides. But once again, I don't want to go into too much detail about this farm because I don't want the video to get boring and stuff. So I'm just going to show you what I did with this one. So over here, we basically have the same design. We just elongated this up a bit. We put some trapdoors here just to have a bit of more shape, so, so you can access your point over here. And then also, we put in some trapdoors, use some barrack blocks, going upwards, and then we probably just did this, which is really simple. So once again, this is pretty much all you can do, and it's really easy. It doesn't really take much time, and I really do hope you will find this tutorial helpful. So once again, hope you all guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this, and I will see you later. Bye bye.